How goes it? I'm Most Maxwell, and this is What Did We Miss? This is the segment where I tell you the stories WWAY did not want to trouble you with, giving you a greater appreciation of the producers here. Last weekend, WWSP held the 48th annual World's Largest Trivia Contest. Now you know the answer to the trivia question. When was the 48th annual World's Largest Trivia Contest? It is a massive 3-day event held by the student radio station at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. Contestants got in teams and listened to the station for 54 straight hours and called in to answer the 8 questions that are asked each hour. Yeah, knowing music trivia is impressive, but what's more impressive is having a group of friends you're willing to work with for 54 consecutive hours. A lot of people are annoyed spending 8 hours around people they get paid to be around. Look at them, huddled around a radio like they're waiting to hear if we have victory over Europe yet. Now, out of 358 teams, the winning team was Festivus for the Rest of Us, with a total of 19,360 points. God have mercy on anyone else who just happens to be at the same bar trivia night as these Seinfeld fans. A site in Las Vegas had residents bewildered, which is really saying something. These are people who moved to the middle of the desert but think it's totally normal to have giant water fountains and an Eiffel Tower. What confused them was a creature running around that looked like it hadn't quite decided what animal it wanted to be yet. Like it had the option to be a rabbit, deer, or a kangaroo, and it opted to be all three. Turns out this exotic rodent is common to Argentina and is known as the Patagonian mara. So how did the Patagonian mara get loose? The details on where it came from aren't clear yet, but witnesses first saw it when a driver simply rolled down their window and threw the creature into traffic. Fortunately, it wasn't hurt, and after a spirited chase, police and animal control were able to take it to the county shelter. All right, Las Vegas. What poker table did that person just leave? Okay, I see your 20,000 and raise you one exotic endangered animal. For our final story, we go to Oregon, where one high schooler has an extracurricular that puts everyone else's transcript to shame. Meet Brendan Argonoff, the founder and CEO of Hoop Swag. Yeah, I know, he doesn't look like he'd be an expert on hoops or swag, but don't write him off. Hoop Swag creates custom-designed athletic socks. Argonoff started the business when he was 13 and noticed that high school basketball players all wore boring white socks. From that observation, he formed an idea which has now grown into a $1 million company. 17 years old with $1 million. This kid is going to have the best promposal ever. By the way, Brendan, don't just print, "Will you go to prom with me?" on a pair of socks. We know you can do better than that. Even though he runs his own company, he's still a full-time student and is expected to keep up with his schoolwork and chores. That's a good kid, because a lesser person would only turn in assignments that are just pieces of loose leaf that say, "I make more money than you." The socks come in all kinds of designs and patterns, but if I may make a suggestion, I'd love to see a pair of socks featuring the Patagonian mara. I'm Most Maxwell, and that's what we missed.